Lala here, and welcome back to my channel. Actually, I really miss you guys. I keep slapping why I keep doing it. I did mention that in my first I did mention that in my very first video. I was like, look y'all, I'm from Baltimore and we clap on every syllable, okay? I have mentioned before, I am 5'8", 172 centimeters, all right? I am not a little shrimpy girl. I am large and in charge. Now imagine me wearing some 5-inch heels. I can get up to 6 foot 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 foot 1. Okay, I had to do the math. I'm an English teacher, not a math teacher. People already stared at me back home, of course, because I am very tall. Being in Korea, you can imagine that the stares are insane. Most of the attention that I get is from people asking to take pictures with me, especially when I have my big heels on. Even though I'm 5'8", I will still rock some heels. Like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm still gonna put my basic Fashion Nova heels on. Don't say nothing to me. I get stopped for pictures on a regular. Unless I'm looking extra basic that day, most of the time I'll say yes. I was at Hampton Beach. I was with my girl or whatever. It was my best friend. There's some people dressed up like cartoon characters on the beach, right? They were dressed up like Elsa and like all the Frozen characters, Cinderella, like all the Disney princesses or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I like to get a picture with some of these characters, you know, because I like my characters. There's a bunch of little kids waiting to take pictures with these Frozen characters, and by this point I'm about to bulldoze these kids out the way. Move it, Jungmin. You need to get out my way so I can get a picture with Cinderella real quick. Beat it. Took a picture here. I turned around and there was some people standing behind me. And I was like, okay, all right, let me move out the way so they can take the picture with Elsa and Cinderella. They came after me, like tapping on me, asking for picture. I was like, oh, okay. So I take a picture with this girl, and then I'm about to walk away, and then her friend behind her wants a picture. So I was like, okay. So I'm taking pictures, and then I noticed people are like literally lining up behind these girls to take a picture with me. Maybe thought I was like some celebrity or something. I'm cool with that. Like, I can pretend I'm Beyonce. They may or may not notice that I'm not Beyonce, but I'm gonna enjoy being Beyonce for the next 10 minutes. Even like a couple weeks ago, I went to the club. Korean people just kind of sat at my table, and I was like, okay, what's up? And it was basically 2 Korean boys and 2 Korean girls. I guess that was their date or something. One of the boys, he looked really interested in talking to me. He was really interested. Mind you, I had my heels on that day, and so I was really tall, and I had my big curly hair. That day I looked like I came straight out the Amazon. I came straight out of the West African savannah, if there's a savannah in West Africa. That's where I look like I came from, okay? This boy, he's with his girl, but he just kept wanting to dance with me and stuff. Every time I'm dancing, he'll jump in front of me and just start dancing. So entranced by my tall ass, and then the usual, he's smiling, he takes out his phone and he's just like loading up for a selfie. People seem to be really enthused and really interested and just excited by the fact that I'm tall. Tall people, they will love you here. As far as trying to get around in Korea and get around in Asia in general, it's really easy. It's super easy. Like, I never really have a problem where I can't like fit somewhere. Believe it or not, there are tall Koreans, except my loft. Like, if y'all watch my house tour, you will know that you have to be at least like 5'1" to fit up in my loft. It is, however, hard to find shoes my size, because usually if you are tall, you have big ass feet, and I got some big ass just sausage feet. I wear a size 10. I think here on average, if you go to the store, the sizes stop at like 7.5. I think it's the biggest you will usually find in the store. 7.5 or maybe at 8. I do want to buy shoes. I have to go on G Market, which is like Amazon, and get me some big ass shoes for my big ass feet. Funny because they actually put it in a plus size shoe section. Like, damn, I got some plus size feet. Somebody hook me up with some sexy shoes for my plus size foot, please. If anybody wants to send me some cute shoes from DSW or wherever, please feel free to send me some shoes. I will be more than happy to take them. In general, being confident is a key part of being tall. You know, it's a key part of dealing with being tall. At one point, I was modeling a couple years ago, right? It was during my last year of college, and then after college, I was working as a showgirl in a casino. At that time, I was always insecure about being tall. You know, always insecure about being tall. I always felt like no one's gonna like me because I'm gigantic. I freaked all the way out all the time. I just remember having this girlfriend who worked with me, and she was taller than I was. One girl was 6 foot, okay? And they will pull guys left and right. I mean, just the flyest dudes too. She always told me, she was like, Lala, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're gonna be a tall girl, be a sexy tall girl. I was like, damn, that makes sense. But ever since then, I was like, you know what? Let me get some of this. Let me get some of this, whatever they on, okay? Whatever y'all on, let me get some of that. All right, let me get some of this constipation. Let me get some of this self-constipation, okay? This self-confidence. Let me grab some for myself because it's working for y'all. In Korea, people generally really like the fact that I'm tall. They really like it. They tend to be tickled pink when I walk down the street or whatever. They are just really excited. Think for some reason that I am Nicki Minaj or Beyonce or Oprah. I don't know, okay? They think that I'm somebody important. That is my experience being tall in Korea, and I hope it was useful. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight on what to expect if you are one of my tall sisters. Our short girls, y'all little shrimpy girls, y'all little fun size Skittles, Kit Kat, Snicker, whatever girls. Y'all gonna be all right in Korea, whatever. Like, ain't nothing new, whatever. This ain't for y'all, okay? This is for my tall girls. This is for my tall girls. 5'7" and up, hey. 5'7" and up, hey. Not for y'all, okay? Not for you. Okay, cause all right, back up. Don't look at it wrong. You little short, shrimpy girls, don't get in our way, okay? Don't get in our way. Because you may end up under my size 10 big ass foot. Alright? Because I'm crushing, alright? I'm crushing it. I'm crushing y'all. Alright? Just yeah. I really want a strawberry muffin. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Bye.